DM. You should see them run game like ESPN. Yeah, me and my bros and a whole bunch of bitches take them home like Miss Simpson. Cause we just wanna party and bullshit. Gave her the cue, now she all on my pool stick. Super wavy, surfboard. She turn up, that's a turn on. Yeah.
And welcome back, folks. This is Late in the Shot Clock, and I am your host, Justin Lopez. Wow, it's been a long time, and I missed you guys. I really have. I really missed you guys, and I am glad to be back. Late in the Shot Clock is here, folks. It's been a long time, and a lot's been going on. A lot has really been going on, but nonetheless, I am back. For those who are new listening to the show, this is Late in the Shot Clock, and I'm your host, Justin Lopez. I give you the latest and greatest about trades, news, all the good stuff about what's going on in the NBA. And a lot has been going on, and it's just too much. But we're gonna get through it. We're gonna power through it. We're gonna get everything. We're gonna get caught up. We're gonna get caught up. But the first thing we need to do is we need to get caught up with me. So where have I been? Wow. Well, I've been doing a lot, folks, since we last spoke. I did a lot of things. I was in school, and now because after now being caught up to date, I finally graduated. Just saying, guys, after a long 4 years, I decided I got my diploma. Shout out to everybody who helped me get across that stage. Shout out to the family, friends, everybody that helped me get across that stage. I'm excited, mad, it's time to happen. Moving on. So after college, after I graduated, I recently just got a job, and that job required me to move to Tennessee. So I am currently in Nashville, Tennessee, doing a job in regards to technology, working with others, and improving technology in regards to phones and tablets and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm in a great field. It's what I truly love too as well. But not like the game of basketball, but everyone has his second loves. And I did move along. I moved out. I moved with my girlfriend. Shout out to Lexi. Coming with me to move, and we've been doing a great job. We moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and it's just outside of it. It's in city called Murfreesboro. Nice little chill area, and getting used to the nice weather and no snow. Sorry, Ohio and Michigan. And just get used to it. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it here. I'm kind of wondering why I didn't choose this before, but nonetheless, I'm here now, and I'm enjoying the weather and the nice area that is Nashville, Tennessee, and I think we're gonna do great things here, and a lot is gonna be to come. So, Nashville's pretty nice, and I don't see, I'd like it here. But we didn't hear as much as I can go on and on about what's been going on in my life. I want to talk to you guys about basketball, and don't think for a second just because I was graduating and moving and getting settled in and starting a new job that I wasn't paying attention to the game. Don't think for a second. I was all over it. I get text messages, and I get those alerts from Team Stream. My girlfriend gets mad. She thinks like, are you trying to tell me something? Because you get more text messages from Team Stream than for me. And that's like kind of like it's like my second love, second girlfriend, but you know, she's okay with it, so we move on. And a lot has been going on, so I've definitely been keeping track and know what's going on, the latest and greatest, and I'm here to drop some more knowledge for you guys, as always. Ready to drop some knowledge about the game of basketball, and we're gonna start off with the more recent weekend, last weekend, All Star Weekend. All Star Weekend was this past last weekend, and Friday night was pretty cool. Friday night was the celebrity game. The celebrity game is where all the latest celebrities come out and they play each other in a team game, coached by other NBA players and famous coaches as well. So it was pretty cool to see different players from different genres, TV shows, movies, you know sitcoms, all the above. Just coming out and performing. And the coaches this year were Jamel Hill and Michael Smith from the SportsCenter show at 6 p.m. And they killed it as always. Jamel Hill's team destroyed Michael Smith's team in a great win of 88-59. Um, you know, it was over by halftime. Like it wasn't even a contest. Um, you know, the MVP of the game was Brandon Armstrong, who had 16 points and 15 rebounds. Brandon Armstrong, for those who don't know who that is, he's the guy that does all the mimics for NBA players in the league, like Kobe Bryant, James Harden, LeBron. The list goes on and on. He does it pretty much for everybody. Russell Westbrook, and he balled, and he was really good, and he deserved the MVP. Also, who should deserve it as well is Mr. Butler, Win Butler. I don't know if you know who that is, but he balls. He always comes to play every time I watch the All Star game. He legit balls. He gets a double double every time. He should have won back to back, but Brandon Armstrong won it. Well deserved. Other people I was excited to see was Romeo and Master P. Master P make them say, Master P was good, but he's Master P. He's kind of old, but he was he was okay. Romeo was good. Romeo used to play basketball. Remember, Romeo played basketball in high school with DeMar DeRozan, and he also played in at USC. So Romeo's got a little game too. And then some of the NBA players I was excited to see. I was excited to see Baron Davis. Baron Davis was there were some murmurs at the beginning of the year thinking about Baron Davis trying to come back and play for a championship team. But after watching that game, I was a little suspect on that. I think he should just stay where he is, which is retired. And then another player that I was excited to see, who I would be definitely down if he said he was going back into the league, was Jason Williams. Now, for those who don't know who Jason Williams is, Jason White Chocolate Williams, this dude has game. If you don't know who Jason Williams is, he is what before Kyrie Irving, before all those handles that people think they have, before Steph Curry, it was Jason Williams. It was White Chocolate. So if you don't know who White Chocolate is, I suggest you go to YouTube, type in Jason Williams, and watch it. I'm talking all types of passes, no looks, one hands, elbow passes, everything. Know the man. You don't know who that you always wanted to know where that elbow pass came from? That guy, White Chocolate. So it was cool to see him. He still has game, and I expect nothing but the less. Uh, Moving on to the next night, Saturday night, aka the waste of a night. If you stayed at home and watched the All Star week, if you stayed at home and watched All Star Saturday night, is it's up and down every year. Sometimes you're like, oh, this is one of the weekends you don't want to miss, and then you watch it and you're like, man, I wish I would have did something else, like did laundry. I don't know, but um, the Saturday night consisted of, the skills competition. Uh, this is one point I do like what they did with the skills competition. They broke it up between big men versus little men, made it a little bit more competitive. That was pretty cool. I like that. The big men won again in a back-to-back victory. The winner of it all was Kristaps Porzingis from the New York Knicks. Um, he came in and he did his thing, and he definitely has a nice jump shot, and he can handle the ball pretty well. So, guards, I'm kind of disappointed. The fact that you lost twice now, since this new format is kind of sad, but it is what it is. And Kristaps Porzingis bringing it home again for the big men. So nice job, Kristaps Porzingis. Next was the 3-point shootout. The 3-point shootout was won. The 3-point contest was won by Eric Gordon at an overtime victory over Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving won it in 2013, and honestly, in that overtime, I thought he was gonna win it, but unfortunately, Eric Gordon came in and saw what was going on, and he did what he needed to do, and so that was well done, Eric Gordon. But one of my first questions is, what happened to Klay Thompson? Like, did you not show up, and like, what the heck happened? Like, do you need Steph Curry to motivate you even more or something? Like, I wasn't really happy with that performance by Klay Thompson. Especially him being the way he is, I would expect more out of him to excel and to do better at that. So kind of disappointed in Klay Thompson, but more importantly, I was really disappointed in all the participants. If you look across the board, I mean, other than Klay Thompson and Eric Gordon, they weren't really like streaky shooters. They weren't like bona fide shooters like a Steph Curry. They were more like streaky shooters. Either streaky or off the dribble, like Nick Young. Come on, Nick Young. No, he's not. Nick Young is not. When you think of shooters, you don't think Nick Young. Nick Young can put the ball in the basket. Wesley Matthews can put the ball. He can score. But they're not. These people. They're not like bona fide shooters. They're not Kyle Korvers. And so if I looked at the participants, I wasn't really happy, with it. Like I said, Kyrie Irving won it 2013. I let him slide because he's just a flat out performer. Kyrie Irving just balls. So I give Kyrie Irving credit, but other guys like Kyle Lowry and guys like that, I feel like they could have did a better job with the participants in that contest because you need legit shooters in that contest to be able to perform at the highest level. So Steph Curry, where were you? That's what I think. And then finally to end the night was somewhat of a dunk contest. I don't know what that was, but we had a dunk contest. We had all this hype before the dunk contest. We saw what Eric Gordon and Zach LaVine did last year, and we was like, what? There's no way to top that. And the dunk contest is back, as Kenny Smith says, and all this type of stuff. And we had hoverboards, and then we were doing 360s, and we were doing between the legs from the free throw line. Like, what? Like, how can we top that? And we were thinking we were. And Aaron Gordon wet the bed. I can't say it any other way, but he did. Like it was pretty bad. And the winner ended up being Glenn Robinson. He beat Derrick Jones Jr. And I thought Derrick Jones was supposed to be this internet sensation, but he had like what 10 dunks, maybe even less over the entire season. Like I can't count. I can't trust that because he wasn't. The spotlight was on and he wasn't ready. Just flat out, he just wasn't. You saw a lot of missed dunks, and that's the problem with the dunk contest. We need people who can get it on the first try, right there on the spot. And I know we're demanding a whole lot, but that is what makes the dunk contest great. When Vince Carter dunked, he didn't take 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 times. It was one time, and we were in awe. So, moving forward with the dunk contest, I think we need to do a little bit better. The winner ended up being Glenn Robinson, the third. With a nice dunk, and to be honest, he kind of won just because he had the least amount of attempts in a sense. So, I don't know about the dunk contest. It's kind of back and forth. I think last year was really one good year, and then it's been like 4 out of the last 5 years has been kind of poopy. So, in my recommendation, I think the 3-point shootout should be last because that's probably the most exciting thing, especially the way the game is forming. We have such amazing shooters: Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, James Harden. Kyle Korver's still there. I would still watch him. I mean, like, these are all types of shooters that I would just literally just sit and watch, like, for days and watch them shoot. Like, these are legit shooters. And so I think we need to promote that and excel them and make them see more. Make that the highlight of the whole night because shooting is the way the league is going now. So let's just highlight that if that's the way the league is going. And then finally, we had the All-Star actual game, Sunday night, and that consists of the lack of defense game, I like to call it. The West ends up beating the East 192-182. Yes, you heard me, 192-182. That's ridiculous. And no, the game flatters weren't up, and no, this was not a 2K game. This is legit the score of the game, and it was nuts, and like no defense at all. Anthony Davis ends up being the MVP. The hometown kid, playing on behalf of the New Orleans Pelicans in New Orleans to bring home the MVP. That was cool to see. Had 52 points and 10 rebounds. I mean, in this kind of game, I think I could have dropped like 25. Just saying. I'm actually kind of serious about that. But where's the defense? Like almost 200 points by both teams. Like, where is there any defense? More importantly, is there any pride? Like, whatever happened to the flat out competition where I'm not gonna let your team beat my team because I feel like my team is better. Like, everyone wants to be so like buddy and just like I don't want to get hurt, and Steph Curry goes to the ground because he doesn't want to get in a poster, which he end up getting in the poster anyways, or he doesn't want to get hurt. Like, all this stuff is like, I get it that we care, we want to see the offense, yes, but where is the pride? Like, where is that? And so for that reason, I think the NBA should do something for the All-Star game. I mean, and I hate to do this comparison, but like the MLB All-Star game, like, even though I like the idea of that game meaning something. I don't know if we should go to that extent of whoever wins that game, that conference wins home court advantage. But maybe that's something we need to do to boost up the game, because I mean, to be honest, I just watched the All-Star game just because it was on. Like, it wasn't like anything that was truly exciting or anything of that nature. It was just because it was on. So, in my recommendation, I think that that should be the next move for the All-Star game. They should definitely look into something, making the game mean something a lot more. And if they do that, I think the NBA would definitely improve in that All-Star game Sunday night. And that is the horn for the first segment in the comeback show of Late in the Shot Clock. For those who don't know how to get in contact with me throughout the show, you can log in via Facebook, via Twitter, and then just tweet me questions, or Facebook me questions, whatever you want. Late in the Shot Clock is back and it's full effect. I'm excited to be here. We got a lot more stuff to talk about. We're gonna go over the first half of the NBA season next. So stay tuned, stay focused, stay locked in, because this is Late in the Shot Clock.
I got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening? You and your ass invited, so gonna get to clapping. Go pop it for a plan, pop it for me. Turn around and drop it for a plan, drop it for me. I'll rent a beach house in Miami. Wake up with no jammies. Lobster tail for dinner. Julio served that scampi. You got it if you want it. Got it if you want it. Said you got it if you want it. Take my wallet if you want it now. Jump in the Cadillac. Girl, let's put some miles on it. Anything you want, just to put a smile on it. You deserve it, baby. You deserve it all. And I'm gonna give it to you. Gold jewelry shining so bright. Strawberry champagne on us. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Sex by the fire at night. Silk sheets and diamonds, all white. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. I'm talking trips to Puerto Rico. Say the word and we go. You can be my flica. Girl, I'll be a flico, mamacita. I would never make a promise that I can't keep. I promise that your smile ain't gonna never leave. Shopping sprees in Paris. Everything 24 carats. Take a look in that mirror. Now tell me who's the fairest. Is it you? Is it you? Is it me? Is it me? Say it's us. Say it's us. And